Bismillah. Assalamu alaikum. Peace and blessings to everybody. And welcome to another edition of the Kings of Currency. My name is Khalifa Muhammad, and I will be starting you off today. Hey, I don't know where you are in this geographical part of the world, but here in the studios in Tampa, it's storming like crazy. Yeah. A lot of rain, a lot of thunder, a lot of lightning. But guess what? Thank God for life and another day to get it right. We are so happy that we're here once again to be able to just share that information, that kind of news that we have to share to our communities, our loved ones, those that are interested in just pushing forward, not through a monetary basis. You know, we do a lot of things, and the most thing that we do is we do everything principles over personalities. A lot of personalities has been getting in the way. What do they get in the way of? They get in the way of the truth. And why? And who are they in the way of the truth? See, it's like the personality, and then the blockage, and then the people. Well, here at the Halal Wealth Builders, what we try like and what we love, and here at the Kings of Currency, what we love, here at the halalwealthbuilders.com, here at the Kings of Currency info, you know, what we try to do and what we strive on doing is taking that blockage away. Take that which we know is blocking the information that's helping our people out, that is supporting our people to do what is right and exact, to what? Build not only their own empire in their own home, but to be able to build a community, because that's what the community is all about. Okay? That's what the community is all about. Yes, yes, yes. So we're here in the studios trying to push the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. We got people we want to thank. We want to thank everybody that's here. Ha, ha. Our sister Lori. Assalamu alaikum. She said it's nice to be back with you. And it's nice to have you back with us too, sis. Listen, when we talk about people that are long term trying to do what's right, long term that's pushing the program, yeah, Sister Lori, her family, everybody in that crew, everybody in that part of the world, they know what's right. And they're striving very, very hard to give it to the people. So without further delay, it's not going to be a long show, but by Allah's permission, by God's grace and mercy, we want it to be a strong show. So with that being said, I got a clip. And I'm probably going to stop it here and there, because everybody knows that which we have been sharing for the last 6-7 years. See, we've been sharing this information for 6 or 7 years. A lot of us have gotten it, but there's more that didn't get it and that don't get it. And sadly, it's some that's never going to get it. Unfortunately, you remember Noah's son didn't get on the boat. Lot's wife didn't make it. Some of our loved ones is not going to make it. But we know that the signs of the time is right in front of our face every single day. So whenever it comes to you and it hits you in your family or on your block, in your community, take notice. And when I'm saying take notice, it's not just us that's doing it. It's many other people that's out there. But there's more shysters, there's more banksters, there's more personalities out there that's not doing it for the community. They're doing it for their pockets. So I'm going to be stopping this here and there, but I want everybody
psychological scars from living through that.
This young man, and he's going to be kicking some real knowledge, everybody. When I say he's going to be kicking some knowledge, just listen. You're going to say, wow, I've heard this before. Yeah, you have. Here we go.
You're going to continue to see the average American family suffer financially, unfortunately, because you're going to see home affordability not get solved. You're going to see inflation be higher than they're normally used to. You're going to see things like food prices, et cetera, remain elevated. You're going to see all sorts of psychological scars from living through that 9+% inflation. And so business owners are going to be very sensitive and quick to raise prices. Consumers are going to always be nervous whenever they see price movements. There's a lot of ramifications of all that stuff. And so from a personal finance standpoint, it's only going to feel more and more like you can't get ahead.
So listen to that part right there. All right. Said that we're going to be seeing food prices going up. We're going to be seeing mortgages and rents go sky high. We're going to be seeing a whole lot of prices that we used to be able to afford, just barely afford to pay them right now. And one thing about all of that going up, our paychecks, they still the same. They still the same. Unfortunately, with some of us, our paychecks are still the same from 5 years ago. Unfortunately, with some of us, our paychecks are still the same 10 years ago. So in 10 years, you might have got $1 raise, $2 raise. What is that going to do to the inflation that goes $20 and $30? Does it make you what? Have to go out and get a what? Another job, or think of a better way on survival. This young man here, he's saying he's telling us how to win with inflation and currency debasement. Let's go on. Let's keep going.
At the same time, those who hold financial assets are going to continue to get rich because all of the things that are driving that personal finance kind of pain are driving asset prices higher as well.
Do you hear that? He said, at the same time, those individuals that are collecting and saving in assets are going to get rich. And guess what? They are the ones that are driving inflation up and down. Come on now. They're the ones that's driving inflation up and down. I got my brother, Assalamu alaikum, peace and blessings, family. How you doing?
Wa alaikum salam, peace and blessings to the family. I'm here.
Yes, sir.
Full attention.
Yes, sir. Listen, you know what? This right here is so good. You know how they say, play that thing back, DJ. Play it one more time. Yo, we're going to run this back right here,
All right, let it rock.
Run this back right here, okay? Here we go. We're gonna slide it back. And the basis of this, Aki and everybody, is that we're studying what have been told and shared for the last 6 or 7 years, and not just from us, but from many, many different veins. And we were saying that some people going to hear it. Many people not going to hear it.
Right.
Some people going to hear it and move on it. Some people going to hear it and not move on it. And then some people just ain't going to hear it, period. We said before that Noah's son, he didn't get on the boat. We said Lot's wife, she didn't believe.
Nope.
So that shows and proves that when it was more pure times, people still didn't believe. So now we know that with more division and more poison, that many of us is going to, be statistics.
Fall by the wayside, Doc. Fall by the
wayside, brother. Unfortunately. And unfortunately, like I was sharing, many of that is going to be our family members. So I put this clip up here because this young gentleman right here, this young man, he's being interviewed, and the points that he's setting is not only points that he's setting of that was predicted as you, me, and many of us was doing years ago, but it's happening right now today. So I've been stopping it and then and checking it out a little. So just listen to what he got to say.
All right, that's what's up.
You're going to continue to see the average American family suffer financially, unfortunately, because you're going to see home affordability not get solved. You're going to see inflation be higher than they're normally used to. You're going to see things like food prices, et cetera, remain elevated. You're going to see all sorts of psychological scars from living through that 9+% inflation. And so business owners are going to be very sensitive and quick to raise prices. Consumers are going to always be nervous whenever they see price movements. There's a lot of ramifications of all that stuff. And so from a personal finance standpoint, it's only going to feel more and more like you can't get ahead. At the same time, those who hold financial assets are going to continue to get rich because all of the things that are driving that personal finance kind of pain are driving asset prices higher as well. Inflation being kind of the biggest example.
Wow. You heard that, Ock? Here it
Yes,
is.
I did.
Man, listen. All of that laundry, that little short laundry list that he went over, right?
Yes.
Is that happening
Yes.
like right now, today?
Right now.
Right now, today, you telling
Right
me that
now.
food prices is going up, rent is going up, the cost of living is going up. What he did leave out that's not going up is everybody's paychecks.
Yeah.
He kind of left that out, huh?
Yeah, he did. Because that wasn't a part of the items that got on the elevator, bro. Your
Right.
paycheck didn't get on the elevator.
Ooh. And then he said this, and if you can expound on it a little bit, he said, but those that are saving and accumulating assets will be getting rich during the same time that people are getting poor. And he said those people are actually the ones that have put this inflation in motion. Can you read up on that for us?
Yeah. So what's happening is this: the people who put the Federal Reserve note into play. Hold on one second, out. Those people who put the Federal Reserve note into play are the ones who are responsible for overprinting the money, the currency, right? I should say the currency. They're responsible for it. They're responsible for inflating the money supply, which causes the very thing that inflation is. It's part of the policy. So if here's the thing that really hit it for me. If eggs, cheese, milk, oil, copper, and everything is going up due to inflation, doesn't it make sense for me to buy it while it's low, hold on to it, right? Because we can't buy eggs because it's going to go bad. We can't buy bread, cheese, and milk and hold on to that because it's going to go bad. But if I purchase something that only the creator can make and I hold on to that and it goes up, so now we're effectively using inflation to become rich or wealthy as opposed to waiting by the wayside to become poor. Because that's what's going to happen. Inflation is undoubtedly will make everybody who does not own assets poorer. I don't care who you pray to. I don't care what continent you on, what color you are, what your sexual orientation is. You cannot pray your way out of inflation. It doesn't work that way. And God doesn't work that way.
And I thank Allah for the teachings and the trainings that we've been receiving over the last number of years, because whenever somebody back in the day would think of gold and silver, they'd be like, it's out of my reach. I can't afford it.
Right.
I can't do this. Right. But if you really speak to those, like he was just insinuating, those that are accumulating assets, he ain't saying that they're accumulating assets by the dump truck loads. He ain't saying that.
No.
He's just saying those that get some assets, just like you just said, eggs is going to go bad. You know, milk is going to spoil. But that $50, $30, $100 piece of asset that you get, it ain't going nowhere but up.
Yes, sir.
Let's keep going.
I got a package. Got something in here. I'm about to put my money where my mouth is.
I got a couple of packages too, fam. It might be a package opening at the end of the show, okay?
Yeah, inshallah.
Here we go. Here we go.
And so inflation is ravaging your purchasing power. And if your wages aren't growing faster than the inflation, you are literally falling behind. You're making less and less money. And goods are rising at such a fast pace, you can't keep up. But what benefits from the inflation is the financial assets. And so that's where you get this massive wealth inequality gap, and widening in that gap is that there is literally two different experiences in kind of the American society. There are people who have assets who are getting rich. Interest rates are at over 5%, but the stock market is at or near all-time highs. Bitcoin is at or near all-time highs, right? Real estate has continued to go up in many markets. Well, that is because the things that are driving these asset prices, mainly inflation, are the same reasons why they've jacked up interest rates. They're watching people kind of suffer, on a day-to-day basis from a personal finance standpoint. And so if you look at that trend, literally the intelligence test of financial markets for the next 20 years, do you own financial assets or do you own cash? And if you own cash or cash equivalents, you are going to lose.
All right, family.
He straight put it to you. If you own this, is that. If you own that, is this. If you're holding on to cash, you're going to become poorer, period.
You're going to lose.
You're going to lose.
You're going to lose.
There's no way to and see, you know what I told somebody today, bro? I was a little behind schedule. So this brother, we was in the barbershop, and see, this is the mercy of Allah. This is the mercy of God. You don't know who you're talking to.
That's right.
You never know who you're educating, who you're putting on the information. In 15 minutes, I put on a video that was 6 minutes long and educated this brother in the barbershop. Come to find out, he is a mortgage broker.
Wow.
Gave me his card and said, you know what? I'm coming to your class next Monday. Here's my card. Call me and let me know exactly the times and dates. I just met him 20 minutes before.
Wow.
Right? So you never know who you're going to meet. That's why you got to be prepared with this information, because if you're in a business that rewards you for referrals, like we are, now guess what? Those referrals equals to what? Cash or free gold and silver. You make the decision. I'm either going to get.
And the great thing too about it too, is that when you hold the spirit of wanting to just share this information with the community, knowing that it's bigger than money, the share is bigger than money. When you hold that right there, then you have no problem telling nobody. See, we already know, we already established ourselves as saying that it's principles over personalities. We don't care.
Yes, sir.
We don't care about that part. It's the principle of what's happening. Just like he said, do this. The simple math of what he just said, Ak, was this that I got from that is that if you know that inflation is driving the assets, holding people wealthy, why wouldn't you want to get some assets?
Conditioning. Conditioning. So I went through some videos, right? I found some videos I made, alhamdulillah, because I'm going to start sharing them in class and on social media. Watch this. I found a video I did 4 years ago breaking down exactly what's happening right now. And here's the mercy that I found it, because I specifically say in this video that eventually every single business class in America will get into crypto, whether they want to or not. It will be forced because there's no more liquidity or value in the dollar. I found that video.
Listen, my mentor, may Allah be pleased with him, he passed on.
Right.
My mentor, he said to me 6 years ago, he said this, Ak, he said, everybody is going to come. Everybody is going to need the services of gold, silver, or cryptocurrency. He said, everybody. And he said, you know why? He said, by pain or pleasure, it's going to force everybody to go that way.
He was right.
You're going to see it, either you're going to see it and understand it and say, yeah, I love it. That's the pleasure one that says, man, did you hear what they saying? Just like you got the card today. He's like, man, look, that was pleasure. That was the pleasure aspect of it, right?
Right.
Now, the pain aspect of that, of the people coming, is just like my man said. He said, yeah, he said, you know, the inflation is going up and the people's paychecks are going down. That's also because what? They got to say what? Yo, they got to be a better way. You know, and they're showing improving, Aki. People are getting what? Part-time jobs.
Yep, 2 and 3 of them.
2 and 3 of them. And they say this too. When they say, you're right, it's the conditioning. It's conditioning. Unfortunately,
it's conditioning.
You know, they
people
say,
are conditioned.
I need a part-time job or extra work to do what? To make ends meet. Why do you want to just make ends meet? We have got to get out of that conditioning. You know, it's mindset. Speak on that, huh?
Right. So this is how, alhamdulillah, this is how a lot of us broke that mindset. We start reading books. We went back to the basics, right? A lot of people don't read books no more. They get out of school and they don't read anymore. This is by Robert Kiyosaki. Now, everybody know who Robert Kiyosaki is, right? They read Rich Dad, Poor Dad. But here's the crazy part. What everybody who read Rich Dad, Poor Dad did not follow the roadmap that he put in that book. That's the craziest part of it. When we're children, we're taught in school not to copy, right? Because that's not acceptable. Don't copy off them. But when you become an adult, that's how success is created. You copy the moves, the lessons, and mentality of the rich or wealthy or successful to copy their success. Now, I want to read something to y'all from this book. It's called The Second Chance. And inshallah, this video is your second chance. Listen to this. It says, most of us realize the world is in a financial crisis. Unfortunately, our leaders are doing the same things over and over again, right? That's the classic definition of insanity, right?
Insanity.
Our leaders are doing the same thing over and over again, using industrial age solutions to solve information age problems. You cannot work your way to greatness. You have to think your way through greatness. We're not in an industrial age no more where you can get out of school and go into a factory. We're not in that age no more. We're in an information age, technology age, what they call
how did
fintech.
that work out? How did that work out? How did that work out with the people that unfortunately, you know, a lot of our people had to work in, you know, into the industrial fields and things like that. They had to quote unquote make ends meet. But that's all they did. You know, we can't hold them for that. You know what I'm saying? We can't hold them for that. Why? Because they did not know. Now
they did not know.
Era of knowing.
Information. We're in the era of information. You got a $500. Listen, I've seen school kids riding a $200 scooter with a $500 cell phone with $200 sneakers on. These are students. These are kids. In my age, I couldn't even afford no $200. They didn't exist, but I couldn't afford no $200 scooter.
I got a big lip if I talk about give me them sneakers right there.
They're going to school on scooters with their cell phones. Watch this.
And no books.
And no, they in their bag. Again, I'm gonna read this from you. This from this book. Check this out, family. This is a quote by JFK. Listen, when written in Chinese, the word crisis, it comprised of two characters. One represents danger and the other one represents opportunity. So the Chinese word for crisis is two words. One of them means danger, the other one means opportunity. Here's where the wisdom come in. You are supposed to educate yourself to know how to use a crisis to bring about what? Opportunity. That's why reading is so important. And surrounding yourself around with people who know more than you would like or like-minded.
That's right. And then when you speak to the right person about opportunity or you know, rainy day opportunity, a rainy day opportunity ain't because you know you got a bill you got to pay. That's not that. That's it. You don't stack your money for no emergency bill thing. See, those that are wealthy, those that are even trying to be wealthy, they have disciplined themselves to say, I'm going to put this money away. Why? Because we got somebody's going to come to us and say, look at this, check this out. Somebody's going to come to us and say, listen, keep your eye on Bitcoin. It's going to drop down so much. It's going to be very cheap, and be ready to buy it. And they're not disciplined to have that little bit of money to stay at that side right there and wait for this opportunity to come.
And watch this. Here's another ideology, another mindset, another strategy, another way to do it, right? So this is the way they do it. Here's the way you do this. Is another strategy. They got something called DCA. DCA is an acronym that means dollar cost averaging. Since we are not perfect people and nobody is, I would rather dollar cost average. That means I'm going to invest or save the same amount, the $20, this $19.99 or $15.47 every Monday when I get paid. So regardless of what the price of Bitcoin, gold or silver or whatever asset class that you decide to go in, when inflation becomes ravaging, you have set your money and your assets aside in advance.
Waiting for it to explode.
And wait for it to explode. Now, this is one analogy that I teach in the class, right? That helps people understand what we're doing. Watch this. Some people in sports try to identify where the ball is, either on the hockey arena or a basketball court or in the baseball field, right? We try to understand what we have to do with the ball and where it is. Wealthy people calculate where the ball is going to be in order to invest on that location on where the ball is going to be. That's what we're doing right now. We're not chasing the ball. We have read history, studied and calculate the numbers, and know exactly where the ball is going to be. It's going to the ball is
say it again. We have studied
the history, right? A lot of us have had the experience too, the hurtful experience, right?
That's right.
Study the history and know from history that the ball is going to land on Bitcoin, gold, and silver. That's where the ball is going to land. So I'm worried about where the ball is going to be, not where it is today.
That's right. That's right. And look, that's like I ask people, how many people know how to play checkers? And how many people know how to play chess? Okay.
Whoa.
So yes, you have to have a strategy with checkers. Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
But you got to have an extreme strategy for checkers, for chess. You have to have an extreme strategy for chess. And when you do, you will know not only where you want to put your piece, but you can make your opponent put his piece where you want it to be.
Bingo. Bingo.
So, so when you are studying, and you know what? Studying is very, very easy. You said something very, very key in the beginning. They teach us, they say, don't look at nobody's paper, don't listen to nobody, don't do this. But you know what? Those of us that are here with the Halal Wealth Builders, those of us that are here with the King of Currency schooling, okay, the Brick City group, we tell you, follow the ones that have been successful. Follow them. Do what they do. Okay? When you do what they do, guess what? The first time you're successful and the second time you're successful, guess what you're going to start doing? You're not going to be starting looking just to follow. You're going to be looking to learn.
Yes.
And once you learn this is a skill set that nobody can take from you, brother.
No, they can't.
Nobody. And when you share that to our young adults and our old adults, we have pioneers that are benefiting from this knowledge.
Yes, we do. You know what, Muslim, on that same note, it brought something back to mind. I was in the post office today speaking to an older brother, my elder, who is buying precious metal from another company. I'm not going to say the name. He's paying $6 to $8 more per coin. $6 to $8, between 12 and 19% more per coin, right? I went into Atcost Metals back office and I showed him that every coin that I get is 12 to 19% cheaper than what he's buying right now. And his response to me was, it don't matter.
I get the same thing from a lot of people too. I look at that too, I'm like, what?
I said, well, how is it don't matter if you can buy, if you buy 10 coins, you didn't spend $60 too much. You didn't spend $60 too much. $60, that's 2 whole nother coins.
That's 2 ounces of precious metals.
How is that don't make a difference?
That can increase in the next number of years to a couple of $100 or a couple of $1,000.
Wait, it gets better.
Wow.
Then I said to him, I said, well, I was in that company too. I have never made $1,000 in a week. Ooh. Or $700 in a week. Ooh. Or $500 in a week. I said, Aki, are you listening to me? I'm making $500 to $1,000 in a week, 7 days. That will allow me, A, to pay my bills, or B, to get free silver or free gold. They're not paying us like that. They were not and are not paying you like that now.
They're not. You can't tell us. That's right.
He said it don't matter.
Unbelievable.
I backed away.
And that's all you could do.
I backed away.
That's all you could do.
I backed away.
Because you know why? The proof is in the pudding.
Some of us are conditioned. They're conditioned. I don't know what the conditioning is or why it exists the way it does, but all I can tell you is this. It's the same thing. I got a call from somebody on Facebook who saw one of my posts, because I'm not hiding from nobody.
That's right.
Some people like, oh, bro, you out here doing that. You doing a scam, this, that, and the third. I said, bro, listen to me. I'm in the same place 2 times a week, every day, and I post my address every single time I give these classes. I post my phone number. If I'm scamming somebody, they won't be hard to find me. And I'm not running from nobody.
Look, when you have hard assets, that is the proof.
That's the proof. But watch this. But watch this. The guy called me from Facebook to try to sell me. Listen to me carefully.
Unbelievable.
To sell me a system to help me show people this. This is a 5-ounce bar of precious metal, 5 ounce, right? tried to sell me a system to acquire more people. I said, it's not about the quantity, it's about the quality of the people.
Ooh, me and my
So,
people was going over that this morning.
so I said to him, I said, well, let me ask you a personal question. How are you fighting inflation right now? He said to me, and I quote, he said, I'm working extra hours and I'm saving extra money.
Wow.
And at that point,
You have to let it go, bro.
I had to let him go. I said, okay. No, this is what I told him. I said, okay, if you want to share with me, send it to my text or send it to my email. I'll take a look at it. That just telling me right there that he watched. Listen to what I'm telling y'all. If you want to see the block, he watched my video on Facebook. He got the phone number to call me. And instead of him asking me, look, you know what? I want to increase my income, my savings, and my assets simultaneously between 10 and 30% a year, because that was the post. He didn't say that. He's trying to sell me something.
He trying to make you go and look. And when I look at that, I need to say a couple of shout outs here, bro. Dr. Sergio, peace and blessings. Sister Jeanette, salam alaikum. Sister Lori, salam alaikum. Everybody, your wife, salam alaikum. You know, listen, they are so much. Man, I want to say they drank the Kool-Aid so much that I've done that too. Listen, I've sent out the same type of information to people, and instead of them even looking into it, they want to send me stuff that involves riba, that involves usury, that involves interest immediately. And I'm like, wait a minute. Come on. It's embarrassing and it hurts that people can't see something that is tangible too. Look at this. Tangible. Something tangible. And then you know what? Let's stay on the quality. I'm gonna say this. What time we got here?
We got 41 minutes.
We got okay. Check this out. Let's stay with that one subject you were speaking about: quantity and quality. Okay, I know the company you're talking about. I was in that too. Okay, and let me tell you, I was doing very good in that. And the Halal Wealth Builders that was with us, my wife, Aki, we were doing very, very good in that company. I wasn't complaining until I got introduced to Accords Metals. I'm telling you.
You saw the light, right? So
Listen, immediately, Aki, when I got introduced to this and I looked at the first presentation, I knew that I had to investigate it immediately. I knew I had to do that. Okay, listen to this, Aki. We were paying on a monthly situation to get numismatic coins. Listen to this part, right? It was about $180 a month. $180 a month to get the numismatic coins. When I learned that I can get the exact same coin from Accords Metals for how much can we get it for, brother?
Over 20% cheaper.
We get a monthly numismatic coin at Accords Metal for how much?
$75.
$75.
You know what?
When we was paying,
I'm listening.
when we was paying $180 for the same coin. Now, I told you we were doing very good too. When you were saying that, you know, you was getting 500 a week, 1,000 a week in this company right now, and you didn't get it in that company. Okay.
No.
Now, I actually was getting it in that company. But ask me how many people that I had to have on my team paying almost $200 a month for me to get some kind of residual pay at that level. Okay? We're talking hundreds on each side. So that's why when we was talking to our team this morning, Aki, I was expressing strongly that we are in a area right now that is perfecting quality over quantity.
Correct.
We listen, we have a couple of members on each side. I don't understand. I don't know if people hear me say that. A couple of members on each side, not hundreds of members, a couple of members that sees this opportunity of tangible assets, and we're making $500 and $1,000 a week.
They don't get it. So check this out. What's that?
Yeah, that's a Visa, baby.
That's that Pay Quicker card.
That's that Pay Quicker card. That's what. Congratulations.
Right. So now we have the opportunity to take out what do you call it? Our commissions and pay our bills with it.
Say that again, right there. Pay your what?
I said we have the opportunity at Pay Quicker, right? To pay our bills with it or get free silver. Right.
Or get cash. You could go get your cash.
Or go to the ATM machine and take cash out. But here's the thing. I'm on a mission, right? I'm not beat for name brand shoes, sneakers, and stuff like that. I put up a post with my man when I actually sent it to him. I said, I'm into saving name brand money. I ain't into wearing name brand clothes. Because this right here gonna make me wealthy. The clothes that you purchase made the purchase who sold them to you wealthy.
That's right.
Right? Looks are deceiving. Guess who I found out is accepting cryptocurrency for payments?
Who?
The largest car manufacturer that people want to buy when they want to look wealthy. Mercedes-Benz is accepting crypto for cars.
Wow.
Honda is accepting cryptocurrency for cars. JP Morgan is accepting crypto for cars. Now, guess what? I say that to say what? The times are changed, have already changed.
JP Morgan is accepting crypto for more than just cars.
They accepting crypto for mortgage payments and credit card payments. Now, watch this. Because the laws around precious metal are changing, right? 95 to 97% of the United States on a state-by-state basis have removed the sales tax and capital gains tax on precious metals, right? How much longer do you think it will be before these same banks? Because the first thing you go to a bank, they're going to ask you for two things. When you ask for a loan, they're going to ask you for two things. It starts with a C. The first one is your credit. What's the second one? Collateral. I don't have to sell my precious metals. I know how to leverage my precious metals.
And when you and look, because
I don't have to sell it.
The banks, all banks, not one or two, all banks are acquiring assets right now at an extreme height right now as we speak. So when you say, when they say, do you have assets? Well, I got gold, I got silver. I mean, does that count? I got Bitcoin. People, we have got to wake up. No, we already wake up. We already woke, everybody. What you have to do is accept what you know is the truth in here, right here. You know what I'm saying? That's what we have to do. We have to start doing that. And remember, it's principles over personality. Don't you know, let's stop, because they say, who's putting food on your table? That's what I'm talking about.
Open that pack, bro. That MS-70.
Yes, sir.
Put the MS-70. And so the thing about our community, or any community, is the mindset. Now, here's
Right.
a brother who was humble enough to ask me, why am I saving a MS-70 coin that's 100% silver for $75 when I can buy the same coin, same silver eagle, right, for $34? And I explained to him that this coin is perfect, uncirculated, no marks, no blemishes, no mistakes, no fingerprints. It is perfect and is graded by the highest entity in the country to be perfect. This will appreciate faster than a coin that was scratched up, right? May have a mistake on it, may not have a mint mark. All of these things differentiate from one coin from the other. But that's where understanding, wisdom, and studying come, because you can diversify. I'm gonna have a few of these, right? I'm gonna keep a few of these, and I'm gonna have a few of these. Because when the time comes and I have to either leverage my assets or sell them, I'm going to always choose the leverage, because I get to keep my asset, right? Elon Musk bought Twitter, changed the name of Twitter to X. He did not sell one stock. He leveraged them stocks, went to the market, acquired the money from people who invested against the leveraged asset, which was his stocks, to purchase Twitter, and turned it into X. He did not sell one stock.
And listen, everybody, just know too. Just know this. Is that just know this right here. This right here. When they say numismatic, that means that you will be getting the value of the silver content.
That's number one.
And you will be getting value of the special metal content, okay? Which is like the specialty cards, like a baseball cards, or a comic books, okay?
Or artwork.
Or artwork, exactly. You know, that's what this does. And that can happen overnight. Okay? The value of this as it being a precious artwork will over exceed the value of the metal.
Yes, it is. Yes, it will. So, and here's the thing: the history has shown it. Right now, if anybody who is not in Akos Metals, who is seeing this on my page right now, this is what I want y'all to do. In 1986, this same coin, this MS-70 coin, was $21. I'm gonna say it again. This MS-70 coin right here was $21 in 1986. In 1986 to 1999, it was $21 to $23. If you go on eBay, Amazon, or anywhere else and look up a 1999 MS-70 coin, the cheapest you'll see it is $6,000, $10,000, $17,000. It's only an ounce of silver, but it's an MS-70 ounce of silver.
Teach.
So now here's the wisdom. If your grandfather put $21 in the safe for you, and your twin brother, he put an MS-70 1999 coin in the same safe, and then 38 years later, he opened that safe, you got $21, but your twin brother got a possibility to be between $6,000 and $17,000. That's the price appreciation of MS70, PF70 coins.
And if
That's
you
why we
want,
save them.
and if you want, and I'm gonna say this to all the young couples and the young families out there that have children.
Right.
Talking about you saving for their education or whatever. Okay? And they 5 years old. Start getting one of these a month. One.
Muslim, listen. I did the calculations. In 1986, I was a junior in high school. I was making $300 a week. I could afford to save $42. That was two of these per month. Excuse me, two of these per week. I did the math from 1986 to a week, all the way up to 1999 to just two a week. That's 300 coins. Had I done that, I would have $5.5 million right now. Math don't lie. People do.
People lie. And you're not
The
going to get
numbers
this
don't lie.
teaching and not going to get this education at your junior high school, at your high school, at your college. You're not getting that information. You're not getting that information off of like the strict of YouTubes and all. You're going to get that from special individuals that believe in the process and understands the process and understands that it is bigger than money. See what you just said? That's bigger than money, bro. That's bigger than money. What? That's legacy.
Legacy.
That's legacy. So
see,
that's what I want. That's all I want to leave with. I want to leave with what are you doing about building a legacy? Because if you're at any kind of labor, you have to work to get your job. You have to work to keep your lights on. You have to work to get your mortgage, right? But if you are getting some assets, guess what? You might not have to work as much. You might not have to work as hard. And at some point, you might be saying, you know what? I'm not going to work.
See, it was important what you said was legacy. And the fact that you said that, I was talking to my firstborn son today. And I was explaining to him the reason why that most of us are in the position that we are, and I'm talking about the majority of our community, is because we did not have someone to teach us about wealth-based principles.
That's right.
We didn't have that.
That's right.
Right? Nobody ever, I didn't see an MS-70 coin until I was a grown man.
That's right.
I was a grown man when I first saw MS-70 coin. I was about maybe 40-something years old, right? And didn't even understand what the heck it was or why it was valuable. I didn't understand it. But now that I do, the legacy, inshallah ta'ala, I'm going to leave this world, this city, this state better than what I found it, because I'm teaching other people what I was not taught. Inshallah. And if they follow the history, not just my teachings, but the history, because if you don't learn from history, you will not benefit from when it repeats, but you will suffer when it repeats, because it's going to repeat.
And it's going to repeat, and we can reverse the process of how we got in this financial slavery today. We can reverse that process. It didn't take long for us to get into that process, and it didn't take many people either. It took 5 families to get together on Jekyll Island to make that process happen, to get us in where we are here today. So it don't take that much to get up out of it, but we have to move out on it. Just like you said earlier today, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to be out, is that we can't expect to keep doing the same thing expecting different results. You can't.
Albert Einstein identified that as the classic definition of insanity.
Classic definition of insanity. My name is Khalifa Muhammad. I want to thank you for another Kings of Currency episode right here on the Halal Dawah TV. And I want to give the shout outs to Sister Lori. I can just see these right here. My brother from Pakistan is on here. Woo! Brother Sergio, Sister Jeanette. Listen, much love. Keep looking up at us. If this is something that you think that you need to get into, then you can always get those that invited you to this stream and get with them and ask them that you're ready. You want more information. And those of you that know me, you know how to get in contact with me. If you don't, you can get me at halalwealthbuilders.com. You can actually get me at 347-337-8981. Okay. And that's how you can get with the Halal Wealth Builders. But those that are in and around the area that want to get down on a physical learning aspect, I'm talking like get down there and be able to touch silver, be able to talk to somebody that has been in this field for over 10 years and be able to have them explain it to you and understand it, then you need to get with my brother right here. Brother Ameer, let them know how to contact you, sir.
Okay, so for those of you in and around the area, if you're in Newark or New Jersey or anywhere in America, you can call me 862-452-9628. You can hit me up on the kingofcurrency.info, right? And all we're doing is teaching people what we were never taught as a kid, right? How to get wealthy, how to use inflation to build wealth. That's what we're doing, right? We're going back to the money that's over 5,000 years old that only the creator can create. Only God can create gold and silver, and we can't even destroy it.
That's what I'm talking about. Everybody, listen. Stop counting your money and start weighing your money and put it where what? Put it where your mouth is.
Put your money where your mouth is, bro.
All right, beloved. Thank you so much. Akeem Allah. Bless you and all that you're doing good. If there's anything that we said that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not pleased, may He forgive us. Have an amazing day. Inshallah, we'll see each other next week on the Kings of Currency on the Halal Dawah Network TV. Peace and blessings. Assalamu alaikum.
Peace and blessings. Wa alaikum salam. Assalamu alaikum, family. Peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings.